We are in a tie match at the top. Double
Oh.
gen pop to avoid the deadlock. They do go down. There is a haste status effect. They do have to be careful here. The hatch is going to spawn momentarily. Deadhard could get them the distance to get it too.
Really smart play on the ace. Oh my god, getting shot through the window.
No longer have distortion, and they are going to teleport here. I think they get there in time. Yes!
Holy crap, yes!
Oh my
god!
That is disappointing. This is be a 4-man out because
Yeah, but they will be able to block
yeah.
this. Yo, getting caught on that. Ace coming with the body
my
block.
God.
Oh, they were here. Welcome back, everybody, to Champions of the Fog. I'm your host, littlerugaard, and joining me is none other than Commissioner-in-Chief himself, Giltspire. Giltspire, are you ready for some Serenity versus Descent action?
I am wicked ready and excited to see what these competitors bring to the table today. I think you're kind of giving me a bit of sneak peek info, but sounds like we got some spicy killers here.
Indeed. Again, there's a ban on both sides that they're allowed to, make sure they don't want to face something. We're going to the Father Campbell's chapel, and the first killer I see up today is Nurse, and I'm like, did neither team ban Nurse on this map? Did they just choose violence when they woke up?
Apparently, it definitely is always surprising to see Nurse, especially if the last season, though her playtime was short-lived with the kill switch being enabled. It was only like a 71%, oh, actually, not only, it was a 71% ban rate in the first round of picks and bans. So to see her in the first round of matches is definitely a surprise, to say the least.
You know what's even more surprising?
What that?
The follow-up is Spirit. So, Spirit and Nurse are ready to go. Like,
I don't know. I mean, I am fine playing against the Spirit a lot more so than I am fine playing against Nurse, I'll say. There's definitely more counterplay, especially now as, Spirit got nerfed.
Yep.
So I don't know. I feel like Nurse is the go-to ban for a lot of teams. Then after that, they kind of think of what the map is and what they're going to be playing on and go, well, is this a good map for Blight? No, we don't need to ban Blight. And then Spirit can be used on any map. I don't see a lot of teams banning Spirit, to be honest.
Okay, so I will say on this map in particular, we even talked about in the previous one on Father Campbell's Chapel, if you get the main building with the window facing an LT wall, what are you gonna do anyway if you're Spirit? How do you get a hit in that situation? So
that is a very fair point.
Speaking of fair points, as we're loading into this match, I want to throw something at you. I've heard talk that Blight needs to be nerfed to 110. How do you feel about that?
I think that would do nothing.
You think it
It would literally do nothing. It would do 0.
0? Well, I can guarantee you this nurse ain't gonna do 0.
That is for sure. But with that being said, she already sees a survivor out in the water, and unfortunately, hiding won't work here.
No, it will not, and this could be a very early down here. Yeah, look at that, just pinpoint blink, and there goes Yui. We're not even 30 seconds in, and they've already got it down here.
Yeah, and a really great blinks there by the nurse, not allowing that Yui to hide her out. And with the first hook here being on the hill, is a very strong position for the killer, to say the least.
For sure, and worth knowing, the survivors know this by now. She was hit with a sloppy boogers. And in addition to that, there's also thanatophobia. So this nurse has all this, oh my goodness, another beautiful blink. This is what I'm saying, like, nurse is disgusting on this map. And another survivor Kate here? Oh no. I think we're witnessing a potential snowball.
Yeah, it's looking like it, and Nurse is right on top of his face. Goes for the down.
Oh man.
Thankfully, these survivors are able to get the unhook on the Yui, so it is all for naught.
True, mitigating the damage where they can. However, healing up's gonna be a bit difficult. They have Sloppy Butcher to deal with. And we're still inside the Krupp. We still got at least 30 seconds left on the Krupp, so a lot of pressure coming in from this Nurse right off the bat.
Yeah, and this is why Nurse gets banned as much as they do, because they can just do things other killers physically can't. And it's just, Nurse is the strongest killer in the game. There is no discussion around that. Whenever I see on YouTube, is this the new best killer in the game? It's like, no, Nurse exists.
Yeah, like, it's hard because I still feel like in a lot of cases, Blight has, I guess it's when it comes down to unlimited. Blight can't contend with Nurse's range add-ons, right? Nurse with range add-ons is just unstoppable. But without the range add-ons, I feel like Blight can really put up a decent force because he can literally rush across the map in the amount of time that Nurse takes, like, I don't know. Oh my goodness, they're both over here.
It's just the fact that Nurse, as we can see there, just ignores the existence of tiles. Like, they don't exist. You don't loop against a Nurse. As I say all the time, the way you counterplay Nurse is by playing a game of ping pong. You either just need a mind game or double back in. It comes down to, like, as much experience as you need to be able to play Nurse, you need equal amounts of experience to be able to play against Nurse. And that's one of the insane parts about her. Because if you don't know the exact timing of every blink, you don't know when to double back. You don't know when to hold W. And we see that here, where mainly the strategy for these survivors has been hold W and pray. We haven't seen a lot of double backs to counteract what the Nurse is attempting to do.
True, and I mean, like, holding W in some cases really does work, but yeah, if you just always hold W, you're just gonna start getting predicted. Like, like right there.
Yep, case and point. Case and point.
Indeed, and oh no, she's got a hook and 2 slugs now. Depending on where this Yui is, this might be lights out.
Yeah, it's very likely here. I think the best case scenario for these survivors is aiming for 1 gen, and Yui, unfortunately, Maurice will not protect you today. And unless there's an unbreakable on the ground as we speak, this looks to be game over. And speaking of, there's Zarina.
Yep, Zarina does get up. However, I don't even know if she's gonna be able to get to the unhook. And oh, she does get to the unhook. So survivors could potentially reset, but remember, it is Sloppy Butcher. So any kind of, like, this Nurse just came to be like, this game is gonna go so slow for you guys. Ooh, no dead hard.
And whew, just some really good patient hits there. A little bit of a trip up, I would say, on that rock there, as the hitboxes are a bit awkward, but able to recover really smoothly and get the down.
Yeah, I think this might just be, like you said, the reason that Nurse almost always gets banned, and the fact that she's not banned, maybe it's a bit of a learning lesson here for, like, and especially on this map. It's a smaller map, and you have look at all the line of sight this Nurse has, and the Nurse can see for days here.
Yeah, and she's using her line of sight well. Really good play there by the Survivor. We'll say will end up getting the Unhook for it. Unfortunately, with Nia going down immediately and Zarina just having to wait out with BT, I don't think there's much that these Survivors can do with Unbreakable out of the game.
Nope.
And I think that there will be the swan song and the end of this trial number 1.
Indeed, and I think this might be one of the first, what do you call it, love games that we've seen, as they got their first Survivor 30 seconds into the game and gave them no quarter whatsoever, just snowballed completely. Like, between the sloppy, between the thanatophobia, they never let the Survivors get a foot.
Yeah, I want to say the last time we saw a similar example was against Cerebral Assassins back in Season 0, I want to say, on Mount Ormond Resort. A very similar scenario, 0 gens completed, 4 survivors down, and it was just a slug fest, to say the least. And pretty much same exact scenario here, and just the nurse utilizing those long lines of sight to be able to predict survivor movement and just annihilate the team.
Indeed, and oh my goodness. And again, especially on this map, every time I've ever seen a nurse play on this map, it is like even doubling back, even all the things you normally do to counterplay a nurse, like she just has perfect information all the time. Every time she has perfect information. Now I guess the question is, can Spirit put up a similar performance and try to bring this back for Serenity?
And that's the thing, right? When you kind of take a look at the difference between Spirit and Nurse in this case, it really does show you there's not much that Spirit can do in comparison. Yeah, Spirit can make chases wicked short. Yeah, Spirit can do a whole lot, but like she just doesn't have the presence that Nurse does and can do what Nurse can do on those type of tiles, just ignoring their existence.
Indeed, and okay, I have not seen Repressed Alliance used in a long time, so I guess like Pop is not too uncommon for Nurse, I guess, when Nurse is taken, so I guess I understand it, but unfortunately, I don't even think we got gens under progress very well. Just the snowball happened so quickly. So very, very quick instance of murder there in that trial. But again, even if this trial just ends up being a landslide against Serenity, next trial is a fresh slate. I'm sorry, not next trial, next set is a fresh slate. I need to get this terminology down. Dadgummit.
Yeah, so that's the good news with the way we have it set up is at the end of the day, you can go through that slugfest and, really duke it out. But now since set number 2 after Father Campbell's Chapel will be reset, it kind of allows, to take a moment, take a breath and go, okay, cool. We're down and out on the first set, but on second set, we can kind of come back and, give it another shot.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the what is it? The objective for the Spirit here. Obviously, you don't want to go with the mindset of I have to 4K at 5 gens. It's let's get a 4K, and if they get all the gens complete, cool. That's 10 points. Nobody escapes. I held the game to 10 points, and that is doable for the next set. That is an achievable goal for the next set. So, Spirit, just come in, play your best. Bring the Rancor, bring the No Way Out, bring the endgame package. Guarantee that 4K for your team, and I think that's all you can be asked for at this point.
Yep, I would tend to agree.
But with that said, we will be getting the next trial underway shortly. But again, round to all of you, thank you for your patronage. You are what is currently keeping us going at the moment on the back end. All your donations, subscriptions, viewership during ads, supporting the channel, supporting us. We are greatly appreciative of you. And with that said, we'll be back in just a moment. Thank you for watching. Oh, wrong screen. Wrong screen. We're here. All right, there we go. You saw nothing. You only saw me and Guild. Only me and Guild. Only me and Guild. Welcome back, everybody. We're getting into trial number 2 here. As I imagine the Spirit's probably not feeling too great, but again, like going into this trial, as a killer, it's like you can't like let it go. Like literally nothing you could have done about the situation. Just get your 4K, get as many kills as possible, give your team a shot at second trial in the match point. That's all I can say.
Yeah, you know, as Rue embodies the spirit of Elsa, you do need to let it go and make sure that you come in with a cool head and just try and shore up the point total as much as you can. As we do see the chilled spirit. To be fair.
Like, did you just predict this or something? Like the icy spirit, like, it's too flavorful here. And good corrupt zone from what I can tell, spawning at the shack. See the scratch marks too. Survivors aren't able to spread out as much as they would have liked, I imagine. Center building.
Like they're on that main gen. The question is what that setup looks like, and looking pretty favorable right now for survivors.
Yeah, that does look a pretty good setup. It's very rare, it seems like, for the survivors to have a bad setup at main building. Ooh,
yeah, like it definitely is hit or miss. Sometimes you can kind of get something a little bit favorable on the killer's side, but still just ain't that great, as you are well aware. Especially as Spirit here is a 110 killer, someone that we tend to forget about. But Spirit outside of Facebook is 110.
Yeah, I'm still kind of personally okay with her being 110, but good prediction there from the Claudette. Again, just that, like you said, that subtle nerf that she got where you have that, you know where that phasing sound is coming from. Claudette read it perfectly, and now the game is reset, though. Phasing it maybe, yeah, they're going to seem to, no, I can't tell where they're going. I thought they'd be going upstairs to try and stop the gen, but that gen's almost done.
These survivors know what they want, and they are cranking it out. As one survivor gets chased off, another survivor ends back on. And those spirits wanting to regress that, unfortunately, at 0.3% per second, these survivors are not going to care.
Yeah, it's a dry kick. Did that just vault into the killer's face, or is that... Oh, okay, they're actually following the survivor.
They vaulted out.
Ooh, Rancor. It looked... Yeah, that's Rancor, right?
That is indeed Rancor, and a good hit there on the Nia all the while. So hit validation falling into killer's favor here, and Spirit trying to mind game the pallet, and
yeah, they vaulted into him.
Right by.
Yep. Had a little bit of a Sadako moment there as the survivor just went through the Spirit as they were phasing, and now it's just a matter of, again, they're in chase with their obsession, so not quite the person you want to be in chase with. However, I guess if you hook this person, eat a DS on someone else, you can switch the obsession like we've seen before and get a fresh kill. Oh no, getting stuck on the geometry.
That is painful to see. And yeah, this is why I like maps like FCC. I'm always like, oh, I hate the geometry. It's so easy as both a survivor and a killer alike. Just get caught on that and just lose chase one way or another.
Also, is it just me, or did the gen kick finish? It didn't seem like it finished to me.
I honestly wasn't paying attention to that. I don't think it did. Not that it really matters in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, there's survivor
over there already. Yeah, another gen down, and oh no. Yeah, this main building is just so rough for Spirit.
Yeah, like I said, even though she is 167 in phase walk without add-ons, being a 110 killer, if you're just not in phase walk, not able to catch up to those survivors, this main building is just a nightmare for you and just a huge boon to these survivors.
True. Also, again, you are the ultimate rules expert here. I am a novice. I forget, are green add-ons allowed for Spirit? I just now noticed there's a green one.
Certain green add-ons are.
Okay,
so
usually it's like yellow or down or something.
Yeah, normally it's yellow or down. Upon her like add-on changes, we pretty much went through and banned all like the really worrisome ones, like regain your power when getting stunned, regain your power when you break a wall or a pallet. All of that fun stuff, or like the dry cherry blossoms, which basically made you like OG Spirit, where you could like run into the survivor, but this time with killer instinct. And yeah, there are a few that we looked at like, this is fine.
Oh, yeah, the 110 around even the basic stuff, because the hitbox for the killer is bigger. Like, It is so like when I'm playing tricks, it is so noticeable how easy it is to loop just a single location. So okay, so tell me, I don't know what this green add-on does. Do you know?
Off the top of my head, I don't. It's not one that I normally would bring. It's one of those things of like, oh yeah, this add I know what it does because like it's the better add-on. This one I forget off the top of my head.
Corner tech.
Almost corner tech and Spirit there, but Spirit going, wait 1 second, something doesn't seem right.
Like the survivor disappeared. Oh, good mind game there, vaulting back. I did not see that coming. It's rare for a Spirit to phase. You just immediately start face tank running into this killer. That's so crazy.
Yeah, it is definitely something.
Oh no.
But with that being said, that there is the last generator. Unfortunately, Nia, nowhere to be found. At most, we're looking at a 1K 3 stage. At least we're looking at potentially nothing at all.
Yeah, I don't even know what I don't know the Nia. Like, I imagine they're on, probably not this exit gate. No, they are on this exit gate, but it's the Lori, it's not the Nia. Yeah, wait, no, is that Nia in the top there?
I think it was, and Lori going up for the body block, but Spirit maybe not exactly noticing what was going on. And at this point in time, I don't know. This seems like the Survivors match to lose, to say the least. There ain't much that this Spirit can do.
Yeah, this was just incredible showing from the Survivors. And yeah, kind of like you said before, it's like why we don't see Spirit nearly as often sometimes as like on this map particularly. You can do so much against them with the loops and you know, the fact they're a 110 killer. Just, oh man. Yeah, brutal showing from these Survivors.
And with that, that will be the 4-man out. I think Jake either open up the other exit gate or going for the hatch. And with that being said, we will be moving to set number 2, where these Survivors and Killers are going to go back to 0, kind of resetting all the points and allowing both sides to kind of take a fresh take on the match at hand.
Indeed, and looking at the, I have to know what this add-on does. So it increases the reappearance duration by 20%. So you get, looks like it's a bit of a lunge add-on. Yeah,
it kind of reminds me of, was it the, what was it? The broken, like, Uazaki or something to that degree? Or is it the pipe? The
yeah, it was like the broken sword. Yeah, the Wakizashi, I think it was. Yeah. Man, I cannot say these names to save my life.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Spirit is not an easy killer to play as and not easy to play as, especially against a good Survivor team. And these Survivors showed very clearly they knew how to play around Spirit to a T.
They did. They played around it very well. Just, again, knowing what loops said, like, essentially, like, how to abuse a 110 killer, like, 101, like the beginner's lesson. And then on top of that, oh, that power that you have, we've practiced so much. Like, the pallets and the reading, knowing exactly where they were, the Nia running back into the Spirit to get the vault instead because they knew they had the time. Just such precise play from the Survivors. I have not seen such precise anti-Spirit play.
Oh yeah, no, it was to a T, very well done. But that being said, we are going to be switching over to set number 2. Team Serenity will be killing again, but this time, I believe they're bringing the Nightmare.
I have not seen a Nightmare. I don't think even season 2 I saw a Nightmare. I don't remember seeing one in the longest time, especially like the nerf that they got was just a little bit too much for them and they quickly fell out of favor. The slowdown add-ons was what kept them in comp, it felt like.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. But with that being said, we are going to be getting this lobby set up here. And Rue, I imagine you have some parting words.
Parting words? I was going to let you do the bet. I'm kidding. I need the practice, dang it. But yeah, with that said, we will be back momentarily for set number 2. Thank you for watching. If you guys don't know, we are partnered with Stream for a Cause, which is a donation charity organization that is supporting a variety of causes, such as I think April's going green. I know that June's a big month because I believe it's LGBTQ. So that's what's going to be coming up. We're going to be partnering with them throughout the year, on and off, to ultimately accumulate into Champion of Champions, which prize pool is directly what is it?
Influence.
Influence. Thank you. Too many big words. Too many big words. I need a dictionary over here. But it is
Just made
directly
up thesaurus.
influenced by y'all's donations. So do go over there and support them. But with that said, we'll be back momentarily. Stay tuned, everybody.
See you soon.
Welcome back, everybody. I wish I had the Pokemon like evolution sound like da 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 da. Oh wait, no, that's Link. That's Legend of Zelda. I'm so sorry, but we have upgraded from the Commissioner Gilt to Lollygag.
Hi! Is that really an upgrade though? Would you call it an upgrade?
I see Gilt all the time, so yes, this is a welcome break.
Oh my gosh. Well, we were traded in. But hi guys, my name is Lollygag. I am so happy to be able to be here. I'm so excited to see the spicy games are going to be happening today. What a happy Saturday this is.
For sure. And again, first time Lolly's been on Beyond in Season 3. She is a Season 2 veteran coming back in, so a little bit of a new face for some of you guys, but trust me, she's been through the ringer a couple times. And
Season 1 player, right?
Yeah,
Season
I think
2
so.
Veteran. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So she has been around, but nonetheless, very happy to have you on. And we are going into set number 2. Gonna see the Nightmare. Not something we normally see in comp. I'm curious how they play this.
Me too.
And there we have loaded in, and no corrupt intervention to boot.
That's crazy. That's always usually an insta-lock perk in comp. Wow.
For sure. And worth noting, she did spawn in on the 4-gen side. So 2 gens on one side, 4 on the other. And Ace is already going to get a ton of distance. I think that's a balanced landing. Okay, balanced landing or live? Take your pick.
Of course. Could be really interesting. They want to really protect the generators in the area and make sure they get rid of a lot of the resources so they can slowly bleed these survivors dry.
True, yeah, you wouldn't want to take chase on this side, so I'm curious what's up here. And yeah, I imagine we'll see some resource drop. Yeah, they dropped the pallet, and they do get the hit over it as well. So first hit for this killer. It's so weird. I'm used to having corrupt intervention for the time, but instead there's no corrupt. It's like, okay, we're, a minute into the game, 30 seconds into the game, but none of that.
Wow. Looks like Claudette over here is taking the hit for the ace, extending the chase on even longer. Still haven't gotten it down yet. There's got to be some progress on the generators as well.
I imagine so. That gen we were at had a little bit of progress. It sounds like Shack gen, yeah, at least 50% progress, and yeah, you're gonna drop that.
Very
pub
interesting.
moment.
Shack pallet already down at 5 generators. Looks like she didn't want to go for the window. Maybe get hit by, Freddy's extendo arm.
True, and getting a hit on this as well. So I'm wondering if they're having issues seeing the red stain in this game. I'm not really sure. They are asleep now, so Freddy gets weird.
Yeah, Freddy gets weird, and also Freddy is really good at just hiding his red stain. You can see that he's doing a lot of double backing, a lot of just trying to hide that and keep the survivors guessing.
Indeed, and it is interesting. Yeah, we don't have corrupt intervention, but to be fair, the survivors also haven't really, done any gens yet. And okay, I say that one gen down, but
Right
they
as
do
you
get their
said
first
it.
down.
All right, this is going to be their first hook. One hook for one gen. Interestingly enough, let's go ahead and get this hook.
Yeah, and I'm curious. We haven't seen any perk. Oh, okay, one perk. We have a Scourge of Pain Resonance, but that's the first. That's the first perk we've seen today so far from this killer.
That's true. Freddy doesn't have a lot of telling perks right now.
Okay, there's a pop goes as we see from that.
Except for that one. There we go. Right when I said something.
There we go. Okay, so we're slowly starting to dissect this killer's build. And
2 perks so far.
yeah, just again, I'm kind of like blown away by the lack of corrupt intervention, but
Wow, that was a lithe on that Claudette, wasn't it?
was that a
She
lie?
dropped that. Yeah, she dropped that pallet earlier and then vaulted it to go ahead and get some big distance. So it must have been balanced landing on the ace that we saw earlier.
Okay, I thought she had sprint burst when she took the hit for Ace. I might have missed the vault then. I don't know. Okay, so live from the Claudette. And another gen down, but they do have another hook here, so they're going tit for tat on the hooks. And honestly,
Yeah.
as a Freddy going tit for tat on hooks and gens, I'm impressed.
Yeah, this team's doing a really good job just healing up, resetting, making sure not to give him too many downs, and also making sure to put pressure on the generators as well.
Indeed, and so one gen is on one side. I think one of the gens on the 4-gen side. Look at how tight this. I did not realize how tight that 3-gen was.
Tight over here, yeah. Freddy could honestly just stay over here.
They really could, and interestingly enough, just going for the pop there,
Yeah.
chasing the Fang
He
away.
He could have gotten a free hit with that Fang right there, but decided to go for the pop instead, wanting to make sure these generators don't make any progress, and the Claudette is a statue.
Yeah, the client says, "Hit me, I have BT."
That's interesting that the Freddy was didn't hit through the BT, so the Claudette didn't have to mend or something like that. Instead, going straight for this Jake over here.
That is a fair point. You do want to waste a bit more time, and it was free. Maybe they just want to make sure they can get a hit on this Jake instead. Have they hooked
Maybe
Jake
this
yet?
Freddy's really confident in himself.
Maybe. Yeah, Jake's been already hit once, so Jake actually would be a good target here, as they would be second hook. Oh my goodness, I can't believe they didn't vault that. I thought that'd be so safe. Okay, now I can say it now because it's noticeable. The killer does have Save the Best for Last. These hits are getting really quick on that cooldown, and
Really fast recovery time, absolutely.
which is kind of impressive. We don't also see very many Save the Best for Lasts.
Nice double vaulting back. He's really wasting a lot of this Freddy's time. This team has, yes, he has enough time to complete the generators. I don't know which gen was popped. That one, that was one of the one in the 3-gen, wasn't it?
It was. So 3-gen has been
Wow.
broken. Another gen popping though on the other side of the map. So now
Wow.
center building's the only one besides
Jake
these two.
did such a good job. He is
Yeah.
going to be on second hook though, so Freddy might want to secure this right here.
True, and to be fair, they do have Save the Best for Last, so unhook, like, surprise. Oh, there's a survivor over here. But I say unhooking against the Save the Best for Last is kind of bad. Oh, notice it's the obsession. I think they realized that it's Save the Best for Last. I think they might have realized it, sending her in. Yeah, there's no BT on her.
No
Without a
BT.
decisive here, he's dead. Oh, they switched the obsession.
Decisive! Wow, the decisive was on the Jake. Very good job bringing that pressure back for this team. Looks like Ace is going to be trying to take a hit for the Jake that's coming up here. Trying to get in between. Let's see if he can body block well enough to protect his teammate.
I imagine he will be, but Save the Best for Last, you're only going to get so much distance off that hit. Like, look at how quick that cooldown is, just back on the Jake, like it never happened. However,
Jake has shack to run, but he doesn't have a pallet to use.
true, it looks like he went to the right to the outside, but you can chain that window into the other tile, so it might still be good enough. And there's that final gen for those survivors.
With Bloodless kicking in, he is going to be able to get that down, but he is under a pallet, and the Ace is over here showing himself. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, they will take a hit for the Save the Best for Last, and you don't want to take too many hits, because, I mean,
You're just feeding the killer at that point.
yeah. Oh, there is someone behind, though. Oh, not able to get out from under the pallet.
Wow! Pallet save on the Jake, who is dead on hook. Really nice job. Freddy's going for it. Claudette's trying to protect her teammate. Claudette will be taking a hit while the Jake is inside shack. Looks like Freddy's going to be trying to go ahead and clutch that kill on the Jake.
Indeed, and it is worth noting, we saw a notification during the pallet stun, there is no way out with 2 stacks on it. So they do have to
not
wait a
that many
little bit
stacks.
longer.
They have to wait a little bit longer, but it'd be nice if they got the full tokens.
True, they have full tokens, and like, so these I'm surprised they're not taking the body blocks. Like, take the hit. You've got Save the Best for Last. It doesn't mean anything. Yeah, take that hit. I don't know what you can do about it.
They're doing a wonderful job just extending this while it seems like maybe they're trying to buy time for those gates to be unblocked so they can get them open.
True. I will say the one thing the Subarus are also doing well is they are resetting so they can constantly rotate out these body blocks. Forced Penance would probably be the nail in the coffin, but without Forced Penance, they are able to reset and survive.
The survivors are doing such a good job on getting themselves healed up and then getting them back in.
And Jake does finally go down. It looks like they probably will be able to get this kill. No firecracker save.
Firecracker save was
Ooh,
attempted.
body block's coming in, though.
Trying to block for the hook, though. With Save the Best for Last, I don't know if this is going to be able to work.
Yeah, actually, if they could be caught out potentially. No, they do have enough distance there. That would be so unfortunate.
But still, wonderful job. That Jake, like, pretty much took up so much of that Freddy's time. And we were able to get a 3-man out because of that. What a wonderful job.
Truly, yeah, they did a really good job. Again, I think Freddy again, they didn't have Corrupt Intervention and no Force Penance, which is a very common set of perks on a 115 M1 killer. Actually managing to get a kill in the end, Save the Best for Last, actually paying off for them after all was you don't see that too often. So really good job.
It was definitely a gamble that they took, and it paid off for them in the end.
And yeah, with that said, I mean, obviously survivors will be taking home the W in this trial. I don't know what the points are just yet. 2 fresh people out, which is a total of 6 for them. It's going to be at least, I think, 20 points for the survivors here, but I'm trying to figure out who had the light. So, okay, yeah, Claudia did have sprint burst. Yeah, okay.
Oh, it was sprint burst. I'm so sorry about that miscall.
Yeah, but yeah, you called it right. They did have the balance landing, so good call there.
Balance landing on the ace. Yeah.
It's as a killer, I love dissecting who has what exhaustion perk. It's just really fun for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm a masochist like that. Who knows?
No, it just shows that you're a really good killer.
Debatable, but I'll take it. But with that said, we're moving into trial number 4 here shortly, as we are going to see a plague coming in from Descent, and I gotta say, Plague on Shrine is disgusting. If you get that same 4-gen setup, the Plague is just going to be, it's going to be a gulag to wade through.
Absolutely. Go ahead and just infect those generators. Just stay in that area. There's almost nothing you can do. Almost.
Pretty much, honestly.
We can see if the survivors push through.
Indeed, but with that said, we'll be taking a short intermission. And again, we are very appreciative of you guys sticking around. You know, your donations, your subs, supporting through the ads, just watching the ads is very beneficial for us. It helps us keep things going on the back end, so we do appreciate your support. But with that said, we'll be taking a short intermission as we get this 4th trial set up, so stay tuned, everybody. right, welcome back everybody to trial number 4. Match number, it's normally the 3 slot, but we're 2 today. The first match got rescheduled. I keep forgetting that. I need to get that down, but gonna be going into Sanctum of Wrath with a Plague game following up. Okay, we've seen a bunch of add-ons throughout the, ever since we've seen Plague. What are your go-to add-ons for Plague, Lolly?
For Plague, playing as her?
Yeah.
I don't play as her.
Okay, I was just curious. I know you don't play killer as often. I was like, do you play Plague? And if so,
I don't.
Okay.
Because I love myself.
Wow. Okay. See, I like playing Plague. I like playing Plague in comp too. Like Plague in comp is a really fun killer, and not everyone knows how to play against her. It's crazy. She's actually a pub stomper in my opinion.
Plague is a very, very good killer, by the way. I'm not saying that Plague is a bad killer. I'm saying that I don't have
She said Plague's a bad killer.
No, I didn't. I'm saying that I don't play her because I'm a pleb, okay? But she's really great. Oh my gosh, especially survivors not being able to heal each other. You know, they're all just one-hit downable, and then, oh my god, when she gets the spray and pray power, oh my god, game over. Great, crazy, and insane power, especially if survivors are all together.
True.
Okay.
And to be fair, they do start out together with that Shroud of Binding. And also worth noting is, what was it? I had something and I forgot it, but it was about Plague in this current environment with boons being so prevalent is also really strong. So it looks like also, they got a fully split 3-gen on both sides, Corrupt evenly coating this side. But the problem is that when they spawn in the corner, oh, do you see that crow? You see the crow?
Yeah, I saw the crow grow up. There is a survivor there, but she is encountering this ace over here. Oh, big old thing of infection on him over there. So we do know that we've got Corrupt going on. Do you think that she's going to stick to one side of the map, or do you think that she's going to be going all the way around, trying to protect everything?
It depends. I imagine, especially with her two, I think she has both her fountains over here. Or no, all 3 of her. Actually, I didn't even see that. Yeah, she has 3 apples. So she's got 3 fountains to begin with.
Wow.
They're also all over here. She has 0 reason to leave this side of the map, except she's got 1 totem. She's got 2 totems.
Yeah.
Her other totems over here too. She has, never mind. She has 0 reason to leave this side of the map.
She is a beautiful setup over here. There isn't a lot of reason to leave, so she's just going to keep the pressure on over here.
Yeah, this Plague might have got literally what I would consider the god RNG. You have 3 fountains and your corrupt zone all on the same side. You got a totem on the same side, which by the way, if you guys don't know, it is Ruin. Survivors do know by now it is Ruin. And if there's 2 of them, I'm assuming it's Ruin Undying. Which, and survivors also know by now it's Thanatophobia. Okay, I say there's no reason for relief. I guess if you're just going to kill everybody and there's not going to be an unhook, I guess that's also a thing. You could also just kill everybody.
For sure. It looks like the Plague is really just wanting to drag this match out based off of her perks. Maybe just trying to use all the resources, you know, get all the hook states and everything, and really just go ahead and just clinch this victory. But we'll see what kind of fight the survivors bring.
True, they do get the unhook. Claudette, being the one that unhooks, she's infected. Trying to figure out where the survivor was, because they recognize, wait, no, that gen was regressing. That had to have been the Claudette that was on the unhook. So someone else is over here. So we might see them possibly camp this out. Corrupt did end.
Ooh, we have a first gen pop. Really interesting.
Oh, that was a far away one too, and through Ruin. So survivors have reoriented where their priorities are. 1 totem going down as well as. I'm so confused here.
Yeah, looks like Jane was going for the save. There was also someone that was up on this pyramid area, but it seems like they didn't go for the chase on that. It looks like they're really just trying to camp this hook and get the hook state down.
Yeah, and they do progress to second stage. Jane's still around here. I'm curious why they didn't go for the unhook immediately. Maybe they were worried about a drink up potentially, but now this survivor is about to get infected as well. No cleansing yet, but she was the only healthy survivor.
She took a whole lot of that mama's go-go juice. Oh boy.
I've never heard that term. Also, yeah, they got away just enough they can go for the unhook, but yeah, you don't want to go for an unhook if you're all dead. Or, I'm sorry, not injured, but yeah, he's going down here now.
That's something that I've realized is that if you've got all the survivors injured and you've got someone hooked, why would you go and leave the hook? You can just stay around it because you're definitely going to be getting either a 1-for-1 at least.
Well, unless there's some kind of hiccup with the hitbox, they don't even get the unhook. They are injured, they're one-hittable, and one thing worth noting, she's not hooking on the side of her fonts yet, so not taking advantage of this insanely great setup. I'm actually really shocked at that. I guess they're in the mood of let's just try and end it, And to be fair, there is 4 hooks to 1 gen. Everybody's injured, so it's 20% slowdown, and Ruin is still up.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
this.
really, really slow. Oh, wow. Someone's already going for the cleanse. It is the Michaela who is dead on hook. It really is smart that she's going for it.
True.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Getting the Claudette down with her special power.
yeah, that corrupt
The
purge
pressure
is
just
brutal.
on.
Yeah, and that gen was almost done too. Claudette really wanted to try and finish out that gen, but with that much slowdown, it's really hard to.
It's really difficult to get a gen done, and now it's probably going to be regressing as well. And they're going to be losing that pressure that they were slowly just building up. This plague isn't giving the survivors an inch.
Notice also that the plague recognized that pool had just come up after drinking it, knew exactly where the Jane was, and yeah, this plague is just on top of it right now. Deadheart's
Yeah.
not gonna be enough distance,
Deadheart's not gonna be
unfortunately.
enough.
Yeah, this is just insanely strong pressure from the plague. So much slowdown.
Her power did run out. Looks like she's going to be keeping the Jane slug to pressure 2 survivors that are in that area. Oh, and
Uh-oh.
the ace going down as well. Looks like if he continued to have the perks from last match, it wasn't able to be pulled off.
Ooh, was that okay? Was that an unbreakable from the Jane, or was that a deliverance from the Claudette?
I can't tell you if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think it was deliverance from Claudette because Michaela is not. I don't know.
We just can't tell on this one.
Yeah, I don't know if that was an unbreakable or not, but Ace also getting picked up. A good
Yeah.
reset there. We'll see if there's a DS.
Picked up by the Jane, so the Jane is infected herself.
Yeah, so Jane did go get it. I think it was a deliverance. That'd be my guess. Because Michaela wasn't infected, so it wasn't an unhook. I think that was a pickup. We're doing detectives work over here.
Oh yeah, we're figuring this out. Don't worry.
And now, like, they've got so much pressure going on right now. I'm getting the sinking feel. Well, they do a jet. I'm getting the sinking feeling though that I don't know if these survivors are going to be able to complete the generators now. There's 2 survivors. No, it's 3 survivors at Death, isn't it?
What would you do in this situation? Do you think the survivors realize how difficult that this is going to be?
Oh, absolutely. Like, if not, they've seen it so far. And oh no, Deadheart might not have been off cooldown by that point. I think you don't want to give her power too much, especially in this area. The problem is that they needed to tackle this 3-gen a bit sooner. That one on the hill. The biggest problem is right now, honestly, Ruin is still up. If Ruin was taken care of already, this wouldn't be as much of an issue.
Yeah, but
Ruin
it
is
seems
just
like
chewing.
They're struggling finding the other totem, and also I believe that this was the area that was corrupted, correct?
Yes, this is the corrupted zone.
Yeah, so they weren't able to get this out in the beginning. Corrupted really helped.
That gen right there was 99% with the Claudette, and Ruin has completely regressed that gen. Another gen, however, getting done. So I say that despite the fact that Ruin is still up, they have been able to complete some gens, but ultimately it's not the gen in the 3 zone, or the 3-gen zone.
Yeah. And
I
this
believe this
Michaela
is Death Hook.
on Death Hook, so
Yeah.
this is going to be the first KO in this match.
Honestly,
With the Jane still on hook as well.
yeah, they haven't been able to get her off hook yet. I will say it is impressive they're able to do that many gens
Someone's
through all the
running for
slowdown.
save. Claudette.
Oh wait, that's what I'm talking
He
about.
missed.
The pixels. Oh man.
Very, very interesting. Oh, Ace cleansing himself.
Mm-hmm.
And Claudette's immediately going to take the place on hook that Jane was once there.
Yep. Another death here, and
Oh. Wow, she's going to go ahead and get her power yet again.
yeah, I imagine we're probably gonna end up seeing a 4K here. The survivors did a good job doing a comeback, but ultimately, like, I think Ruin just needed to go earlier.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that they didn't cleanse the ruin because it is on the side that they were kind of at, on the other side of the map. But maybe it's just in one of those spawns where it's like really difficult to find.
It's quite possible. They cleansed the Ruin on the 3-gen side of the map, and it wasn't an obvious spot. But yeah, that totem over there is in a less obvious spot, and yeah, they're going to go for the 4-man slug here. Really strong plague performance, though. Again, this killer is super underrated in my opinion. I think Comp has begun to see just how powerful she is.
Oh, yeah. This plague did a really wonderful job. She had a lot going for her, but she played optimally and was able to make all of these resources work for her.
Indeed, and I'm gonna turn down the volume on the Plague just a little bit because those whispers are loud AF, son.
Yeah, they're telling me to do things. I don't know if I want to do them, man.
Oh no, are we talking about the same whispers now?
Wait, hold on. Whispers still going on, right? I still hear them.
Anyway.
Plague's checking lockers.
Oh man, I mean, the ace is. I mean, it makes sense. The hatch will spawn at Shack. Ace is uninfected, so they planned that out properly. So they will be able to get the hatch if they go for the hook. It'll take too long for the Plague to get the hook. Wait for them to die and get back over here in time, but.
Plague might even be going for the bleed out play. And the thing is with Ace is that if he touches her, he is going to be infected and they're both going to be sick.
True. However, bleeding out doesn't reward you the points. So it wouldn't be advantageous. I mean, arguably, Plague has already secured the win for their team with this performance so far, but yeah.
How about the points, man?
I mean, you play it out. It is competitive. It is professional. I play it out to the best of your ability, but yeah, I think
This
they
Ace
just.
is doing a really good.
Wow.
Oh, never mind. Just kidding.
I mean, they did a good job for a bit there.
Yeah, for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. Now the question is with this going on, Ace's death hook. Ace needs to run to the other side of the map, and Jane needs to start crawling towards the hatch.
Yeah. He needs to be able to loop just long enough.
Oh, beautiful shot.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot.
Now the question
Over the
is there
rocks and everything.
adrenaline potentially? Go over there, kick the hatch shut, see if adrenaline procs.
Adrenaline work though on the broken status effect.
Yeah, it'll bring you back up to injured. You'll be from dying to injured state.
I see.
Not Claudette. Jane only has a minute left on the bleed out timer. I'm about to switch over to their perspective because I'm very curious about where they are.
I'm very curious
All
where
right.
this Jane is.
We're at a minute point, so swapping over here is not going to hurt. We are on a 60-second delay. Yes, the go in circles. However, you do need to actually move from that location. You will get crows. Oh, she found her anyway.
She was found. There she is. Really close to bleeding out and denying Plague the points, but the Plague was able to find where the Jane was. Good job from both sides, though.
Absolutely. They played like this. Okay, let me put it this way. It was correct in my opinion to cleanse Ruin. It was unfortunate that they didn't. However, getting those two gens done through Ruin and Thanatophobia was impressive. That is difficult.
Absolutely. They did a very good job, both sides.
They did. That was tough. Again, Plague is a very tough killer to go against, and yeah, the adrenaline was on the Survivor. Unfortunate. Yeah, well played though. Yeah, this is a somewhat standard build. Not always Ruin and Dying, but we have seen more and more of that. Especially like you're going for the just ultra slowdown build. So yeah, and Double Apple. So Double Apple was not as popular in season 2, but I'm seeing like through the qualifiers and now Double Apple seems to be the way to go for a lot of places, which is interesting to me.
Just having your power, because survivors know at this point to try to deny the power to the killer as much as possible. So just to be like, okay, I'm just gonna bring my own, you know, it was really, really good, and she used that power full force. She was constantly just getting downs, getting injureds, and you know, we saw a lot of trying to dead hard past it, and it just didn't work.
Right. As a Plague, as someone who plays Plague a lot, you drink, you hold up, and I think if you go past the halfway point, even if you have the full dead hard animation, it'll outlast it. So
yeah,
unfortunately, it turns out Plague's just an insanely good killer. So with that said, congratulations to Descent on your win and a 3-0 victory, and GGWP to Serenity. And with that said, we'll be going into one more match in just about 30-ish minutes or so. So with that said, thank you so much for watching, and Lollygag, where can we find you next time you go live?
Yo, hi guys. You can find me on Twitch. I'm live Sunday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 p.m. EST. I also have a YouTube and TikTok where I make funny Dead by Daylight clips and funny Dead by Daylight videos. So definitely check it out. It's just Lollygag.
Sweet action.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming in again. I appreciate it. It's good to see you again. I'm looking forward to season 3. It's gonna be pretty good. There's a little bit of changes here and there, and I'm here for it. again, like
Mm-hmm.
biggest change I think is the meta for a lot of the games last season was, you know, Deadlock, No Way Out, No Ed, and Corrupt. That
yeah.
was very common. Deadlock's banned, and you cannot run both No Way Out and No Ed. So
Yeah.
now we're seeing like a new fresh variety, and every game is a bit different. So
Yeah, the games are changed up.
absolutely.
And I love seeing it. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, like I said, I'm your host, littlerugaard. I go live every night except Monday and Thursday, and it's usually 7 CST and afterward. We'll be going live tonight, but a little bit later. So stay tuned for that. But with that said, we will see you very shortly. Stay tuned, everybody.
Yeah. Bye.